chill.
Hello there, gang, and welcome to another episode of Displaying Model Behaviour, the Earth's mightiest action figure video podcast. So take off your pants, crack a beer, and let's talk toys. Let's talk about the Illuminati. Pronounce that really weird. Illuminati. Alright, we're going to talk about the Illuminati, everyone. Gather around, it's the Illuminati. Jeez Louise, I'm not going to do that again. I'm sticking with this now. It's on camera, it's a happening. The Illuminati. So folks, Doctor Strange 2 trailer just came out. Doctor Strange 2 spoilers. Okay? Spoiler warning for the trailer of the Super Bowl that's showing up everywhere on the internet, on every thumbnail you see, on every Facebook page you look at, on every Instagram post. The same thing that you already know about. Spoiler warning. Whew. Alright, so the Doctor Strange 2 trailer came out yesterday for the Super Bowl, and in there we had what might have been a thinly veiled reference to the Illuminati. See how I can go from 60 back to 0 in like 0.5 seconds? It's very impressive. So, we had a little hint-ski, that Doctor Strange was being brought in handcuffs to a council that we assume are the Illuminati. One of the big reasons why? We heard the voice of Patrick Stewart. Oh me meow! Professor Xavier from the Fox movies. I love that we live in this multiverse world. It's incredible. But who? Who are the Illuminati? Well, not only am I going to tell you who they are, I'm going to tell you how you can build them, because Marvel Legends, we've got all the figures we need, so let's do it. So the Illuminati is a group of the most powerful, influential minds of the superhero community in the Marvel Universe, founded by Tony Stark. This was off the back of, I think, the Kree-Skrull War. Look, my knowledge is a little spotty here, but I did read a wiki for about 30 seconds, so I think we're safe. You know this is the case when you watch this channel. You could watch a boring channel that gets everything right, or you could watch Model Behaviour. But still, Tony Stark gathered all the biggest minds of the Marvel Universe. So the lineup for the first Illuminati was Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Tony Stark, Prince Neymar, and Charles Xavier. They also invited Black Panther to join the group as well, but he was like, we don't do that here. Which is fair enough. I kind of like the way that Black Panther, even right at the start, he could see like, this could go south. I like the fact that that's kind of a common trait of the Black Panther character, is he has a good vision of like how things can go. Guys like Charles Xavier or Tony Stark, they're so single-minded, and Reed Richards as well actually. That's a dangerous group because they're so single-minded, they're so logical, they're like, no, I know the right thing to do, so let's do it. They don't always have that creative thinking where they think, well, maybe I'm not right in this situation, and that's a problem the Illuminati have found for themselves. So either way, there was some sort of retroactive continuity that brought the Illuminati into all these important Marvel events and showed how they influenced things. Because I think it was only really around Civil War that actually they were properly introduced. But then when they were, I think it was Brian Bendis, he loves doing this kind of stuff, he did some mini-series where it's like, oh no, the Illuminati have been around for ages, you just didn't know about them because they were pulling the strings in the background. So first up, of course, we have Tony Stark. And Tony Stark, as I said recently, so many different character model choices you can choose from. I love my 80th but modular Iron Man as well. Tony Stark, super duper easy to go for. And then Professor Charles Xavier. And the great thing about Chuck is, I thought he was actually quite expensive. I thought he was kind of hard to come by. He's not. You can pick him up pretty easily, actually. I think he's like $20 on Amazon. Then we have Black Bolt. Black Bolt is maybe a little harder to find, but also he's not a grail. Like, people trade and buy and sell him super easy. He's got a fun kind of design with the screaming mouth and the little tuning fork on the head. That's kind of cool. And my personal favorite figure from the whole line, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange. Oh, I love this new deluxe figure. So great, so good. Absolutely pitch perfect version of the Sorcerer Supreme. Love that dude so much. Black Panther though, King T'Challa's a little bit tricky. Granted, he's only sort of there at the very start of the group, but you might want to include him for like a little sort of like auxiliary member or just an influential person. And there's a couple of Black Panthers, but the sort of Marvel Avengers retro one is a little hard to come by. But there is a more sort of ornate one with gloves and a cape. You can shop around. You can find yourself a Black Panther, or just grab an MCU one because they still look really good. Then Reed. really the perfect read for the Illuminati, you kind of want the Walgreens one, but that Walgreens one, it's so tough to find, and also the more versions they seem to do of him, the worse he gets. So you got to go further back to get the good one with the stretchy arms. But still, at a push, retro Fantastic Four read, he's going to do fine. And then finally, you got Prince Neymar. And Neymar, you got two good versions to go for. The very classic one in his swimming trunk underoos. That was the one I used to have, and I never really liked it because his body felt too big and thick. Like, the whole point of Neymar is he's meant to be a swimmer. He's meant to be like this lithe, sort of muscular, athletic sort of physique. But the Marvel legend, it was his big ankles. The ankles always bothered me. It's just too much of a roidy Magoo. And then they have the more modern one, which actually I never owned, but I much prefer the more modern looking Neymar. So you can get him. That's more classically the Cabal look, because it would have looked weird sitting around the round Cabal table in your swimming trunks. That's just odd. So more of the wetsuit kind of looking Neymar. He's actually a really good one to go for. Now that's your essential Illuminati lineup. Set and sorted. Boom. You got it. You're good to go. You can make some additions though as well. We just got the 30th anniversary Cap. Oh, he's so good. They had a moment where they brought Cap into the Illuminati, and that did not end well, because this was during the time when all the incursions were happening and the universes were smashing into each other, and literally they realized they have to destroy these other worlds to stop them from destroying their world. And Cap was like, I'm not down with destroying planets. So they literally booted Cap out, and Doctor Strange wiped his mind. And so that was like a big sort of conspiracy secret in the Marvel Universe for the longest time, until eventually it all came out and Cap was like, wow, I kind of don't feel like I can trust you a-holes anymore. So that was a really interesting little wrinkle to the story, and it really strained, as you can imagine, the relationship between Steve Rogers and Iron Man. That's what I like about the Illuminati. They're not good guys. They're not bad guys. They're just guys, and that works kind of well. But maybe that's why it doesn't work too well, because it's kind of a sausage fest, the Illuminati. When they sort of broke up, Norman Osborn, he made the Cabal, which is kind of the supervillain Illuminati. But also, that had Emma Frost on, and female Loki too. That's a different video for a different time. And also, there was another Illuminati who had like Thanos and Namor and Emma Frost as well. So there's been a few different variations, but for this video, we're sticking with the classics. And folks, that is the classic. So guys, are we going to see the full Illuminati in Doctor Strange 2? And will I pronounce it properly by the time that movie comes out? I don't know. But the fact that we've got that little hint of Professor Xavier there, that means, will we see a Tony Stark? Another Tony Stark? Because again, in that trailer you saw Doctor Strange being marched up to them by Ultron-looking drones. So that implies maybe there is a Tony Stark who's made those, and there are rumors about a certain A-list actor who is playing a variant of Tony Stark, which could be a lot of fun. But then also, will we see a Reed Richards in there, or a Namor? Just the possibilities are endless. And it's so cool, because it's the multiverse, they can cast whoever they want. They don't have to keep them in the MCU that we're used to. It can just be a one and done appearance. So much exciting stuff in that trailer. I'm so pumped for Doctor Strange 2. The first trailer didn't do too much for me. I was like, it's kind of, it just looks like a generic, middle-of-the-road Marvel movie. But this it actually felt like it had a Sam Raimi feel to it. I could feel the Sam Raimi-ness, and that's really cool. So I'm really hyped for this movie. So excited that we're going to see the Cabal on screen. Hopefully. Or not the Cabal, the Illuminati. We're going to have an Illuminati party. So folks, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, keep displaying model behavior.
Cup of coffee. Big time